Welcome back, guys. This is the continue of Microsoft Office package that we've been working on. In our last lesson, in our last course, we're talking about design as well. For now, we've talked about the home features, the inserts, the design. So this morning we're talking about page layout. Now, to be able to work very well on page layout, how to do that? So this is page layout. The first icon that you can see on the page layout is margin. Now, if you understand what a margin is is like a living in a text when you're drawing any kind of when you have any kind of text and you want it to have margin, you want it to have edges so that it can be inside the margin, like you're doing exam, you're doing exam and your text you always asked to write, not to write outside the margin. Let's assume this is our text. Now you're having a text in between this document now. Now you want to apply the margin. There are different kind of margin template that you can write. If you look at this, all these places are outside the margin. These are outside box margin. And this is the format for that. You can say this is bottom 1 meter and the right 1 meter. The top 1 meter and the left 1 meter. So this is the margin. And this one shows that it's a very tiny one. This one is called a narrow one. And this one is a moderate one, which is the normal one that we usually use. By the time you start adding the effect for this margin, you realize that we have an effect. There will be some kind of contraction. There will be contraction in between the edges of all our documents. And you look at this, you look at the ruler here, you see the edges there. So anyone depends on anyone you choose. If you're choosing white one, it's will come in very well. So that means all these places are the margin will be margin, all these places will be margin. Depends on the kind of template you use. So you can choose and you can also customize margin too. You can customize for anyone for any type you want. Instead of using the top, you can use one. Instead of using one, you can use two. Depends on what the kind of document you're doing, the kind of text or the kind of book you're trying to choose. Now you also have an orientation there. What is orientation from that text there? Orientation here. That is it now. We also have under orientation, depends on your kind of book. Now for instance, I have an example of a book. Now when you look at this like a kind of foolscap sheet. When you have this kind of book now, in this format, when it's in this format, you call this portrait. Or when it's in this format, you call it landscape. When it's being printed like this now, in the normal way of printing text, we call it portrait format. When you print it like this, you call it landscape. So that is how to for orientation there. If you look at it, you have the portrait type, and you have the landscape will very widen. For the landscape, that's when it widens. You can see it's widens now. So that is for the landscapes. And we also have the sizes. What do we make the sizes? The sizes has to do with the kind of textbook or the kind of document or the kind of on what you want to print out a document. For instance, now you have different kind of book. Now we have A4, which is a normal foolscap length. We have A5, which is the half of that foolscap. We have A3, which is more bigger, a double of foolscap sheet 2. And we have A2 too. A2 is even a double of that A3. So it depends on. We also have an envelope format in which you can use to print and you can size a document. So it depends on how you are printing it. If you look at it, we have so many different that you can even. We have the letter, we have the mega, with the executive. But the most common ones are the A4, A5, A6. You can see. So this A4 is foolscap sheet, it's A5, the half of this foolscap sheet, and the likes of that. So, but if you like, you might prefer not to set it there. You can go and set it on your printer if you like, but it's much more better for you to have set it on your document so that when you're printing it, printer will be able to just print it out there without any distraction or anything. So we also have column there. Column has to do if you have there are some kind of secondary those elementary text we see them writing in different like A for R, maybe in three columns there. Columns is when these are like when you have text in a row in a long row line, that's what we call column. When you have it in a long row line, that's what we call column. So we have this is one column, as you are saying that this is one column that we have in there. You can change it to divide it into two. This is one starting from A to E, and this and that was starting from E to E. So if you change the column tree, that means you're having the three ruler dividing on the top here. This is 1, this is 2, and this is another 1. So that's how you make it a column there. So what the common one is a column 1, You also have a column on the left. Look at it. This is a column here on the left here. You type something very tiny. The text can be here and it can be here. Keep typing anything there. You see? You keep typing everything there. So and you can also keep typing something here too. So you keep typing something and you can highlight this and keep and use Ctrl W, Ctrl V, and continue. Once this column is full, it continues. Start another column from the second column here. See, it's currently starting now, starting now, and starting now, starting now. So it will move on to another page. That's it. Try that out, you can do this now. So that's how to make it on columns. This is what break you've explained, and this is the beauty of 2012 Microsoft Office 2013. The beauty is that all these break line numbers I finish. If you realize you've been taught from the old page, they are already there from the old page. So we've been taught. The breaks is from the insert icon there. It talks about the breaks there. Especially if you've been following me. So here is the break. Page break. So it's the same thing. So when you have breaks, you can have a page break, you can have column breaks, you can have text wrapping breaks. It is that you want to, the page breaks is the one you're going to be taught. If you want to use it now, you can break this page into like 1 or 2. If you need it, if you need more pages, you can add it to it and break it. You can break a column. If it's only a column that you want to break a column, you can indicate the follow column you want to break, and if you break it, it will create another new page for you to break it. And you can, if you like, you can break a text. If you want to break a text, you first select it. You select it, then you go to break text. So you can see it's breaking it now. So you can undo it if you like. You break it, you can as well break a text too. Separate text and round object on web pages. So make use of this to separate text around object. Now, for instance, let's assume you have an object page and you have multi-text over there. You can also break it. You can break it from the top there to the bottom there. You to start reflecting. Let me try an example. Let me go and bring in a text. So we try that too. It doesn't have any text here now. And the column here. This column 1. That's only at this time. You can also go over the text down. So now I've already done. We're doing that going like that. So that's what we get to strong now. Okay, so next page you can break. Next page you can break continuously. Continue breaking continuously. So as you are clicking, it will break continuously. So the heart of being able to play around using text around, using object around text is what we call text wrapping, and that's where you have text wrapping. If you look at this down, the beauty of distance, if you have show it here, you can just click on the layout and it's a format. This is one, it will be around it. This is, it will be in between. This is another one, it will be there. design that going to be at the middle. It will be, even the text will be on it. So as I was explaining here, this is the text now. So I'm different kind of break, even pages and out pages. And it is a very new like that. So we also have line numbers, like for you to do line, all the text you might be working on, line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5. So let me try and work for you. I'll try it for you. It continues when you can see it will continue. The more you're typing now, it will be a different line. It will be a different line. It keeps creating more line, more line, more line. So that's for line number. Hyphenation, you can hyphen automatically. You can choose, but it's not necessary. You can choose now. And this is an indentation. We taught indentation from the home page. It's an indentation of spacing. Even taught indentation and spacing. Even taught that it's like this. Okay, come here. Decrease indent, increase indent, spacing indents, and then it's even taught. But they just make it in a compact form here now. This is where you're going to see you're going to see it in the full form. So this is the left indentation. If you're clicking on the increase, then you can see the indentation there. It's affecting that. See, that's where our cursor is. And that when you came to the left, you're bringing it in. And let's see, it's minus. And let me make it to the right. Let me push it to the right. But this is to mind of the ruler, so it can't go beyond there. So before, then I is I want the text to be closer to each other. To make it before. Let's see. See. Let me press it down. Let me press it down. So you can see. But I don't like putting it to auto. When you put it in auto, it starts from the way it wants. And this is after. So let's see. It will get that closer, you see. You see. So I just type what you want. 0.5. Let you move it over. And if you want it, but the shortcut for that, I've talked to that in the home page section. You can select all what you want. Just click on the right hand side, right click, come to the paragraph, then you can give this a single line, then click OK to move it. It will be closer, it will compact it. That's how we make this up. So that's the beauty of that. Now let's talk position and wrapping. Position an object. If you want to position an object, you can put the object here, you can put it in this form, at this side here, you can put it in the middle at the top, middle at the extreme end, like you're playing around, like you want to put an object here, you can put it there, you can put it there. If you like a middle here, middle at the middle, and there, and that's showing the stream. That is exactly what is playing around. So that's what is showing. This is showing here, this is showing here, this is showing here. So another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. So if you like, you can come and choose on now the new layout. You can start affecting this, you can start changing this if you like. You can play around there. So text wrap is how to put it. You can put it in line, you can put it in square, you can put it tight, you can put it through, you can put it top or bottom, you can put it behind, you can put it in front of text, you can put it, you can edit wrap on it, you can move the text. That once the text is moving, it will continue to be moving along with the text. Once the text is moving, it will continue moving along with the text. So there's the beauty of 2013. Most of the work 2003, 2007, 2010 might not be able to. Though it's not that they don't have this, all these functions have not been introduced as a layman, as someone who is a novice who is trying to learn this. We've been introduced to this, so it won't be a new thing. Now saying it's here, since you've been introduced to this from the home page. So that is the beauty of 2013. So that's for text wrap. Now you also have to bring forward. You can bring forward the text, you can bring forward something, you can bring forward, you can bring forward, you can bring to the front, you can bring in front of text. I mean the image that you're having, you can bring it to the front of the text. You can bring it to the forward, you can bring it to the front, you can bring it to the front. So if you are talking of bringing to the front, it's like this is your background and you're bringing it forward to the top here. And this one is bringing it to the front is that this will help you to be in the background and it jumps on top of it. And bring it in front of the text. I mean, the text is really at the background and the image will be at the top of it. So it depends on how you apply it. If you choose this, it will like put it on it. You see. Applying bring to the front, and then bring forward. So bring forward and now bring to the front. Now you can use send backward. If you're sending something backward, send backward. coming, send to the back. Send behind text. So it's said. So this is when you're talking of send back. I think you have different sizes of text. But this one says send behind the text, and it's behind the text. The text is even passing on it. That's how we make it of sending behind the text. But send backward. It's like you're sending it backward. So look at this. Send backward. Send behind the text is much more professionally here. Send backward. So let me undo it. So that's how to. So selection pane is that it will show you the selection pane here on this side. Like you see, so you can start selecting everything. Like the picture, the image, different kind of images that you have. You can start putting it up. Alignment is that when you're having the placement of everything, you now be aligned with the text. As alignment, the arrangement is like the arrangement from each state arrangement. You also have rotate. You can rotate the object around 360. Instead of doing that, you can even just come on. Take your cursor here and rotate it. It will be rotated. When your cursor here, you rotate it, it moves 360. If you don't like that, let's say you don't know how to do it, you can choose right 90, 90, 90, vertical, 90 horizontal. And more rotating option, you can start selecting different modes. And this is the end of the layout. So we'll continue in the references in the next video.